We know the bananas can fit for the simple reason that the world's people can probably fit into the world's houses of worship. And people don't go through their own weight in bananas each year. According to a 2017 Pew Research survey of religious observance, slightly less than 30% of the world's population attends weekly services as part of their religious tradition. If we count all the spaces where those services happen as churches, it suggests that there are enough of these spaces to accommodate at least 2 billion people. Buildings like churches and classrooms generally have between 5 and 25 square feet of floor space per person. If we suppose that they average 15 square feet per person and that most of them serve only one congregation, then it means that places of worship occupy something like 1,000 square miles of the Earth's surface. Let's say we could gather up an entire year's supply of bananas, which is probably about 120 million tons. When packed into boxes, bananas have a density of about 300 kilograms per cubic meter. To see how deep they would fill the world's houses of worship, we can divide their total volume by our 1,000 square mile estimate. The result tells us that a year's supply of bananas would only come up to a person's ankles. The layer of bananas would be even shallower than that because a year's supply of bananas doesn't actually exist at any one time. Banana flowers take a few months to ripen from small finger-like fruits to full-size ripe bananas ready to be eaten. So the number of bananas in existence at any given time is a fraction of a year's production, making the banana layer even shallower. Even if our banana data is wrong, the answer is still probably right. Flipping the calculation around, we can calculate how many bananas would be needed to fill all of the world's churches, and see if that number seems plausible. If about 1 in 4 people attend regular indoor worship services, and the buildings in which they do so have about 15 square feet of space per attendee, then that's about 4 square feet worth of floor space for each person on Earth, including non-attendees. If there were enough bananas in the world to fill all of the houses of worship to their ceilings, that would mean that each person's share of global banana production would fill a volume 2 feet by 2 feet times the average ceiling height. Many religious buildings are famous for their high ceilings, but even if we assume the average ceiling height is a relatively low 8 feet, filling up each person's space would require about 2,000 bananas. I'm pretty sure the world doesn't produce 2,000 bananas per person in a year, for the simple reason that I don't eat 6 bananas a day and I don't know anyone else who does either. Unless there's one person out there who eats so many bananas that they throw off the global average,